So this is a video directed towards all women. If you're a powerful woman, you should always, if you're a woman, you're powerful and you should embody your power. If you're a powerful person and you're simply embodying your power and the patriarchy wants to act up, they don't do that. Why? Because now they look weak. You understand what I mean? Now they look weak. Feel free to embody your power as a woman. Feel free to embody joy. Feel free to embody your strength. Feel free to embody your power, your darkness. You're free to do so. You're free to do so. This is my message for you. You're free to do so. You're free to embody your truth. You're free to embody your power. You're free and you should be comfortable in being that, a powerful woman, if that's what you are. That requires self-discipline, that requires self-respect. But this is how you have none of the problems of the patriarchy. The other side around. You have the power to encourage people to be powerful. You have the power to be a powerful leader. You have the power to create the exact life that you want. So everything else is an excuse. Maybe embodying your power is attached to fear, okay? This is why I'm making this video. I want to get that off of you because it's not true. It's simply not true, because if you're truly powerful, if you're a woman, you are powerful and you have that power and you acknowledge it, okay? And what I mean with the power is that deep-rooted power in women, okay? We carry the life force. That's power and that's respect. This is where you operate from, okay? This is where you operate from. They have no problem disrespecting that because you let them. So you need to lead with power as an act of self-respect, okay? You need to lead with it. And when you lead with it, it's discipline, okay? It's discipline. When you lead with it, you become, first of all, unpunishable, okay? You become unpunishable. Or like this power games between men and women to get the bag or something like that. This is not what I mean, okay? I mean, fundamentally, you have to lead with the power. Nobody can really tell you what it looks like because you lead it. I mean, you create it because you have the power. You understand what I mean? I cannot tell you how it looks like because you have your power and this is where you operate from. Every woman's path looks different, okay? But if you're embodying, if you're comfortable in your power, you will have a very fulfilling life actually, because you're so respected naturally, okay? You can encourage people, you can see men as people, because like you're this powerful individual as your own and you're automatically respected. If they act up, it's very clear, it's very in the air, okay? It's the awareness. When you're a powerful person, it's the awareness that they're just weak people. So you can see them as humans, okay? That's it. But like, you understand what I mean? You come from a different angle. You come from your angle. You come from an angle of power. You're not set it into a world and you're not the victim of patriarchy. You're not the patriarchy and what happens to others. This is not according to you. You come from your own angle. You come from your own angle. You come from your own power. So what counts in the world, it doesn't have to do, like, it's what counts in the world or what people think counts or what anybody else has set up. I don't really care because I come from my power, okay? I come from my power. That's women empowerment. And this is how you opt out. You opt out by actually introducing your way in life with your own power. You have all the freedom to do so, especially as a woman. Like, it's the exact difference. I'm that huge, powerful person. whenever and I am also seen as that, I'm perceived as that, I'm seen as that, I'm perceived as that, I feel very comfortable being perceived as that. So because I know I have this position, it comes naturally for me to empower people that are around me, to empower them, not to love them, not to fuel them, not that, but to empower them, okay? Because I have the position to do so. When you empower people, it's a different level. It's something different, okay? It's something different, even to men. It's something different, okay? To men, to women, is you're not usable. You are not convenient, but you're actually empowering, okay? That is honorable. I mean, that is an honorable act. If you can empower another person, that is the most honorable act that you can do. Okay, above love, above needs, above everything, people want power. When you're as a woman, you're empowered by by operating from your power. You can actually, and you're seen as that. That means you have the highest position, okay? I have the highest position. I have the highest possible position, okay? So I go and I can empower people. That is, and like, I'm honorable. I'm honorable, okay? There is no discussion. There is no discussion on that. It's quiet. My air is quiet, okay? You can quiet the air, okay? But I especially say this because the patriarchy has targeted me, or is like a normal, I guess, like for every woman, that the patriarchy targets them, okay? You target them back, okay? Target them back. Not target them back, but like see them as your audience. I see them as my audience, okay? They're my audience. They're just my audience, okay? They're just my audience. When I have to say something, I tell them, what I think, or they're just my audience. You understand what I mean? This is how I view men or the world. And I'm just doing whatever I'm just doing. It requires self-discipline. It requires self-respect. It has to come internally. This pursuit for power of women, okay? It has to come internally because it's an anger. The anger is pushing you, okay? Or it should push you into being in that. Because like as a woman, when you have this life force energy, when you have this natural superiority, okay, and you see in the society is clearly some mock against that, it's angering you, and that should push you into the state of power. That should push you into the state of power. That's self-respect, okay? And that's self-discipline, of course. When you as a woman, or when I as a woman come into this world very early on, and I experience, okay, I have this power, this woman biological power, but somehow in this society, like something is going on, it angers me, okay? The natural response is anger because we have it. I have the power. I'm the powerful person. So why is it why is it the man that has something, that has something to say? You understand what I mean? Like, why is this man in my reality talking? I'm the powerful instance. So the natural response to that is anger. And what do you do with anger? You express it. Okay, the situation might happen. The anger comes. You are like, okay, but you go and of course you feel angry and you express the anger. Of course you do that, okay? Of course you do that.